Hello, it is Mark, and welcome to Scotch Sunday. And today I have another Scotch review. Thanks for tuning in and stopping by. Give it a thumbs up, a like, and subscribe. So we have today Glenmorangie Dornoch. This actually is, I guess, some sentimental value to me. This is like the first ever, although I'm finally opening it, the first ever travel retail I bought. I was on my way to, must have been Montreal when I got it, and they had it. I think I was in Houston, and they had it, and because I had a stop in New York, I had this in the Macallan rare. No, I had this and another one, something else. I can't remember what it was. It was another Glenmorangie, I think. And they wouldn't let me buy it because I had a stop in New York before I got to Montreal. I was kind of pissed because I'm like, what am I going to do? Not get on the plane? I mean, it's a dumb rule. So anyway, so I was not able to get it. I can't remember what it was. There was two things. It was in, when I was in, I guess, Houston or Dallas. I don't remember what the other one was, but when I got to New York, They had it there also, but did not have whatever the other thing that was I was going to buy. Like I said, I can't remember. So, anyway, interesting. So, anyway, Glenmorangie, I'm going to go ahead and give this a roll. So, Glenmorangie is a Highland single malt Scotch. See, we got a Highland on the glass. And it is the most popular Scotch in Scotland. Out of the 10 million barrels they produce, about 6.5 stay in Scotland, or in the UK. Glenmorangie means Vale of Big Meadows, or maybe Vale of Tranquility. They were founded in 1843 by the brothers William and John Matherson. Production began in 1849. They ended up being mothballed during, of course, Prohibition and World War II. The site where it was founded was a farm distillery, and there was actually a distillation going back as far as the 18th century. And the area where this was founded was called Morangie, so that's kind of where they got the name. They have 12 stills, 6 wash, 6 spirit. They are the tallest stills in Scotland. As tall as a giraffe, which you see a lot of their packaging now has giraffe. Originally, it was just the original 10 had this giraffe packaging, but I've now seen Quinta Ruban with it also. So their oak comes from their own forest that they own in the Mark Twain Forest in the Ozark Mountains. They kiln dry the wood. No, they air dry the wood for 2 years instead of kiln drying it. And then their wood goes to Jack Daniels and Heaven's Hill, and where it's put into bourbon, and then that comes to Scotland. So it's allowed to age there, I think, for, obviously as long as bourbon allows. So I already opened that. Anyway, I guess that was kind of a drip on there. So, all right, let me roll it again and show it to you. Kind of clear there. This is no age statement and 43% ABV in the bottle. It does not say anything about color or chill filtration. Being that it's 43%, I'm going to assume that it is actually chill filtered. It almost has to be. So, okay. So let me go ahead and read to you what we got here. Glenmorangie Dornoch is a whiskey of great vibrancy and robust, yet balanced and refined. The hallmark elegance of Glenmorangie citrus and floral notes are woven with a hint of distant sweet aromatic smoke and rich nutty flavors created by a proportion of this whiskey being extra matured or finished in Amontillado sherry butts. Nothing on the back. I guess I can show it to you, show you the label. Here is the box. So, all right, limited edition, inspired by the unique natural environment around the distillery. Glenmorangie Dornoch is a whiskey of great I think I pretty much read all of it. Yeah. Okay, so This, I want to say, was some part of some kind of fun, I don't want to say fundraiser, but a proportion went to some kind of conservation thing. I'm not sure, maybe it says it in here, but boy, there's a lot to read on here. In the far north of Scotland, beside the ancient royal borough of Tain, lies the Glenmorangie Distillery. Established in 1843, the distillery was named Glenmorangie, Scots Gaelic for Glen of Tranquility, perfectly describing the peaceful setting on the banks of the picturesque Dornoch Firth, a vast sea estuary and a worldwide site of special scientific interest. To raise awareness for this conservation of the Dornoch Firth, Glenmorangie has partnered with the Marine Conservation Society, working together to preserve this precious waterway. Inspired by the unique natural environment around him, Dr. Bill Lumsden, director of distilling and whiskey creation, set out to encapsulate the essence of the Firth and special limited edition release. To represent the windswept, rugged coastline, Dr. Bill created a robust spirit, extra matured or finished in Amontillado sherry butts in one of our traditional warehouses. The new make spirit, with its swirling undercurrent and peat, adds an unexpected dimension of distant, sweet, smoky apples, complemented by vibrant, sweet, nutty flavors layered upon the rich, warm toffee and dried fruits that only an Amontillado wood can impart. To reflect the tranquility of the Firth, when the Tarbat Ness Lighthouse, some 16 miles away, can be seen from the distillery, Dr. Bill crafted an elegant spirit using ex-bourbon American white oak casks to bring layers of distinct floral, vanilla, and citrus notes reflective of the Glenmorangie house style and adding to the refinement of the Glenmorangie Dornoch. I wonder if the Lighthouse edition has anything to do with that lighthouse. I would assume so, but maybe I'll do that one next. The balance of these two parcels creates a single malt whiskey that amplifies the beautiful setting in which Glenmorangie was born. It has matured slowly in the 19th century dunnage warehouses on moist, damp earth floors, protected by a low stone walls from the shores of the Dornoch Firth, lapping just meters away. The salty waters help maintain constant temperatures throughout the season and offer shelter from the rolling storms off the North Sea. Perfect conditions to mature our complex and elegant single malt whiskeys, which, yeah, I understand that maintaining the temperature, kind of like where I live, we're not far from the coast of the lake. We never see snow because the temperatures never get warm enough, even though other parts that aren't that full, and other parts of the state do. They actually are even hotter, but okay. And there's something about the marine conservation. For each bottle of this rare expression sold, a donation will be made to the Marine Conservation Society to help sustain the beautiful estuary for future generations. So, yeah, probably if you want more money, you might make this a wide release, but what do I know? Okay, that's enough of that nonsense. I do definitely get a little bit of that peat. I get that Glenmorangie citrus, the vanilla, oak. I get some fruit in there though, a lot of fruit. Other than the citrus, obviously. Some toffee, caramel. What fruit is that? Maybe pears? Or, not apple. Pears. I think pears. So, anyway, what else can I tell you? Yeah, the Amontillado sherry actually starts his life as a Fino, and then something up the floor apparently doesn't develop right, and so that it gets extra exposure to the air, and then that's what makes it a Amontillado. However you say that, I don't know. Man, there's definitely fruit in there. That's not, I mean, there is some citrus, but what is that? Pears. Very sweet. Plums, because I definitely get a dark fruit in there. I'm going with plums. Fresh plums. Yeah, getting more of that peat, but it's not overly peaty for sure. Okay, enough of that nonsense. On to the palate. Okay, we get more orchard fruit. Those pears have kind of turned into apples. I'm getting a nutty note. The smoke and peat they're there, but I mean, it's good balance. It's not barely get it at all. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about what I'm supposed to get on the palate. I do get some nuttiness, some toffee. Yeah, smoke. There is some smoke and peat, but it's very subtle. This is very good. Yeah, it is 43%, so it fades quick, very thin. All right, let's see what else we get on the nose. It really hasn't changed, because I still don't get apples on the nose. I'm getting maybe a little bit more smoke and peat. Okay, maybe some of those apples come through. But like baked apples, not like I'm eating an apple. Maybe baked apples with that, like maybe, apple pie kind of thing. That's kind of what I'm getting. Reminds me of 4th of July. So let's think of it as 4th of July, where you're eating an apple pie and someone lit off fireworks and you're getting a whiff to that smoke from the fireworks. That's what this reminds me of. So it really is good. I'm getting a little bit more spice now. Definitely more appley. Nutty. Apple nuts. Yeah, that's excellent. I love it. It needs to be 48% ABV, but, it is what it is. I can't change that. So I'll go with 7 because I like it. All right, subscribe and we'll see you next time.